Hare Re, Hare Hare, Hare Re, Hare Hare, Hare Re, Hare Hare, Hare. Why? Why? People have come to learn how to fight laziness and be bright. That's why. Ah. There's one thing in our life we must know. We all want to be spiritual, that's fine. We all want to be rich, that's okay. We all want to be prosperous and have family and need millions of need, that's okay. Nothing is wrong except one thing. It is desiring or deserving. That's the only one issue in life. If you are desiring, you will not have a thing. There's a law which I can't break through. Deserving, you will have it from all sides, in duplicate, in triplicate, in quadruplicate, in tenfold. But you know what it is? It's a way of life. If you tell me that you are wrong in any way, I tell you on your face today, it's not true, never was, nor is, nor shall be. Nobody is wrong. Everybody of us is born out of God's own personal song. Each one of us is a personal, identified creation of Almighty God. Some cannot handle the gift of life. Some can handle it just to create the earth, and they live in that dirt. And some get spaced out to heaven and they have no feet, no roots, no route. Some hang in between and they become a living tragedy. Now explain to me, are we born for that? That's what the purpose of life is. Somebody told me, can we change gears? And I said, yeah. We are the property of the Ikonkar. And we have a very good, beautiful car. We have to have transmission, gears. We have to have a safety, that things which open up from the steering wheel. We have to have our belts right. We have to take care of passengers, that's our family. We have to see the tires have a good air, so our breath of life continues. We have to have enough gas so that we may not put the hood up and tell the whole world we are idiots. You know what I mean? You know? We have to have a proper speed, a proper lane, so we may not get a violation, traveling violation, a moving violation, and we don't want to get a ticket. And I have told you many times this story. When I used to live in West Hollywood, which is a very, very gay area, and they are very ditched in that, there was a great man. He was the best piano master or teacher I have ever seen. And every VIP in the world comes to him who has anything to do with piano. And he used to play piano for me. And sometime, whole night, but I made a deal with him that he'll pray Ikonkar Satanam Sri Vaheguru. And he agreed to it. So whole night, I couldn't tell him that you can play it. And there was no wall which can stop it. So it was almost playing in every ear. And to the extent that it used to vibrate every molecule in the body. So I thought, wow, at least We put him in the right space. One day he asked me, he said, I'm not going to play for you anymore. I said, hey, here it goes. I said, what are you going to play? I said, I'm going to play everything else but your thing. I said, that's my thing. He said, no, it is my thing too, but I'm not going to play if you do not do one thing for me. I said, what is it? He said, show me God in person. I know you are a yogi and you can do a lot of things. And one thing I want to tell you, if I'm going to not see God in person, I'm not going to play. But that's easy, I said. Just like this, click of the fingers. How many times you want to see God? He said, anytime, in person though. It will be in person, proper, well dressed. So next day, 11 o'clock is fine with you? He said, okay. So next day, 11 o'clock, he was ready. I said, bring your car out. So he brought the car out. I sat in him, and I said, you are going to absolutely obey the way I do it. He thought I'm taking him somewhere where God can be seen. So I told him, I said, drive on this road. So, my dear people of God, he drove me. Finally, I got to my point. It was a yellow light he crossed once, because he cannot stop until I tell him. So then there was a red light, and he has to cross. So he crossed 3 red lights. And on a fourth light, yet far away, there came a red light behind him. And he said, oh, I cannot stop. I said, well, let us go through this red light and we'll stop. So he went through that red light, and it was such a chaotic, every car honked, and oh God, this policeman was up in the skies with anger. And finally I told him, I said, pull on the side. So he pulled on the side, and he came, and he looked at him, he said, you! I want a passport! I went, no, your driving license. I said, my passport or his driving license? And he said, oh my God, it's you, sir. I said, yeah, it's me. Sir, he endangers your life. I said, well, that's all right. Before you ask him anything, I tell you what the story is. And if you see that story, I know him, he says. He's the best man in the United States. He's a great piano teacher. And he came to your class too. And I come to your class too. I know. But what he's done, I tolerated 3 lights. 4th light was unbearable. Look what he has done. I say, I know. Could you let me explain to you what actually it is? Truth. He said, okay, what is the truth? I say, he plays that piano and he kept me awake whole night. And now he says he's not going to pay that good note I taught him. And now he's going to go off in that berserk situation. So he told me I have to show him God in person. And that's I promised. So today at 11 o'clock, we started in this car. And I told him, you can't stop until I tell you, till God appears. So you have appeared now. Otherwise, stopping is a responsibility, and you can give him a ticket and kill him, doesn't matter. But I told him, when we go on crossing red lights in our life, finally God appears. So 3 times he gave the grace, and 4th time, here you are. So why don't you come with me too, and we can have a picture. God in person, Yogi on the left, he on the right. He cracked up. He gave warning. He said, I have to do something. I can't let him go. I said, well, do whatever you do. He gave him a warning. So, in our life also God appears. Stops us in many ways. Many ways. But one thing you don't have. You have everything. You don't have discipline to decide what your commitment is, and you do not die for your commitment. Therefore, you don't live. That's a fact. If a human being cannot die before we fall. And his and her commitment is, death means nothing. Akal Murat, I am perfect in the grace and the face of God. I will prefer death before I fall. And if you fall, then God shall appear. Because then God has to fall with you. And that tranquil moment of oneness with God was taught by Guru Gobind Singh. He was the only one who was a guru, who became a disciple and became guru again. And he taught that science of Chardi Kala, which normally in the old words is called Kundalini Yoga, and the art of Sarbat Da Pala. It means goodness of God to all. He stood by his words. He lived by his words. And it is all right. He was a guru. He was a great man. He was God himself. I'm not worried about it. But his 4 sons, they got tested in the face of death. Tested. And they came out A plus 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 1. 7 years, 9 or 2 children slowly got bricked alive and never uttered a word, never shedded a tear. 2, 14 and 16 something, stood with 100 and 1,000 people and stood for the whole day with a sword and a shield in a house. Can you not create people on that model? Is it something which are in dreams or it was a reality? It was. Oh, well, you can bring rain and you can stop fire and you can move the earth and all these things don't mean anything. They don't actually mean anything if you, within you, cannot stand with the infinity against the highest tragedy, calamity, and test. It must be understood. You must evaluate your system. What is that? Being emotional, yelling and crying and skiing, that is good for me to do. If I, I can do it. I should do it. And most of the time I do it just to get in touch with you. But that's where you are. You are sick, I'm super sick. You are tired, I'm super tired. You have worries, I have all the worries and plus. What do you want to know? You are wrong, I am rotten. Makes no difference because you represent me. Whereas you goof, I say, oh, I have to. Just now somebody called, this happened. I said, I'm sorry. Honey, how much is the amount? She said, this much. I said, you'll get it. No question asked. When you are going to deserve to be called human, and when you will not be earthling, when you grow up, your wings, and you will leave the nest of arrogance and you fly with the vicinity of totality, infinity. When you're going to be really master of the sky? When you can look down like an eagle and not feel nervous? When you're going to come down with a speed that even one can't even see it. Just whoosh. When your brightness can dazzle people. Beggars, complainers, miserables. What we have done? Out of Ikonkar, we have become a junk yard of cars. And we are selling ourselves piece by piece. Well, it was okay in the Piscean age. It's not okay now. This is the age of Aquarius. Wah, wah, wah. This is the age. It's the age of Vaheguru. Wah, 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 wah. Water, Kriya. Nurturer. Nice nurturer, giver. Always his shoulder there's a part. Like Guru Amar Das picture, do you see? You see Guru Amar Das? How many years old he was? 70 some. And he was carrying that water part. The Aquarius. The Guru of the Aquarian age. Nathavian di than, Neotian di ot, Nyasarian di asar, Napatyan di pat, Nagatyan di gat. Tan Tan Guru Amar Das. Giveth to those who have no destiny to get. Shelter those who can't spell. Honor those who don't deserve. Grace those who don't even know to exist. Elevate those who can understand. The Aquarius Guru. The water carrier. Old that he was, but for his master, he went 12 miles every day in the Mrushal hour to bring a big pot of water to bathe his master. 12 years in a row, non-stop. No Saturday, no Sunday. Every day. And when Guru gave him the Guruship, they were going to bathe him. There were 12 turbans on his head. And Guru Angad asked, Amar Das, 12 turbans to keep that pot? He said, Master, you gave me turban every year, one turban. You said, tie it. You never said, tie it and take it off. So you said, tie it. So I tied it. And when you gave next year, she said, tie it. So I tied it. So there are 12. What he got? From Amar Das, he became Guru Amar Das. Because he fell in a pit of the weaver, and the lady said, who else can in the morning be here except that homeless, useless Amru? And when he came, brought the water, Guru said, what happened on the way? Guru knew it. He said, Master, I didn't let the water fall, but I did fall in the pit because storm was too much for this old body. He said, what else? Well, Master, it doesn't matter. She said, I am the one who is homeless and who is this. He said, okay. Please, don't worry. You take your bath. He said, no, not today. What are the orders, sir? He said, now you sit here. You sit and I'll bathe you. Oh, no. He said, no, the orders. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Then Guru took off the turbans and the whole thing and bathed him and dressed him himself and then bowed before him, giving him formal salutations and presentations. And doing so, he said, you shall be the shelter of the shelterless, you shall be home of the homeless, you will be the gift of those whom God has risen not to have something. Even today, his house feeds people. So is the house of Guru Ramdas. All people are fed there, irrespective of caste, creed. There's still a tranquility which you can't find anywhere. Still there's a gold house in the world which nobody else has. Still the sun and the moon meets here, the marble and the gold. Still his house is called Golden Temple. There are temples and temples and temples, great temples. But there's one golden temple in the world. How it all happened? Because they became deserving. They substitute desiring to deserving. When calm becomes kamana, God is found. When desire becomes mission, God is achieved. This is the law of Trinity. You think I'm not in pain? I don't have an ego? I don't get hurt? You mean to say I have not been betrayed? You understand I have not been tortured and abused. You think I have no grief? Those I raised like my children, gave them grace, faith, set them up, gave them kirpan to wear, and they put it through my ribs. They stabbed me in my back. Whom I wanted to make a part of the history, they kicked me. They walk around here totally in their own insult. Take me as a father and think what I see. Think of those who thought tomorrow will be my right hand and left hand. They have drifted to the coldness of their own death. But do you know what my reaction is? I'm grateful. Because I'm graceful. You can never be grateful if you're not graceful. That's a law of infinity. So long you sell yourself, you are cheap, you are creep, and you are going to weep. Because life is a gift of God and you sold it. You sold it for earth. So you will have dirt to dirt, dust to dust. That's what shall be. You play games, games play with you. Big deal. You lie, the world lies to you. You freak out, the entire Kudrat, all creation freaks out on you. You cause one action, one sequence, every consequence will come through. That's the law of Trinity. Mother Nature never forgives and never forgets. God is merciful. Rabbul Rahim, God is merciful. Kudrat does not spare any action. Karmi apu apni ke nede ke dur. Your actions will decide you're near God or you're far away. If you have no compassion, no kindness, no forgiveness, you do not praise yourself and praise everybody. You don't see God in all, you cannot see God at all. It can never be different. You are the roots of the age of Aquarius. You will not value yourself. Time shall. Because right now, just understand, you stood against the time, against the tradition values, and you set up a spiritual sovereign nation. And among here, there are a lot of Pablos. They were sovereign spiritual nations too. They got conquered. We are free. And we shall bring the freedom to all. That's what the 5 great Indian leaders came to me and said. Your white warriors will come to this land, which is our basic place of worship, and they shall free this land from pollution, exploitation, and destruction. Let them heal. And they taught me the healing walk, which we honor, celebrate. It was their tradition, their knowledge. They were here before us. But they had a prediction, so they came true. You came here not by any reason, by the will of God. It is just sleeping and waking and sleeping and waking, conscious and unconscious. Sometimes you're awake, sometimes you're not, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're not. It's just dazzling me, absolutely. I can't see it. This is how you are. It looks like a mad elephant walking, not knowing he's a donkey or elephant. Now, are we going to decide this? Are we donkeys or elephants? What is it? I'll settle for a horse. How long you will keep on insulting yourself? How long you will be slave of your emotions and your feelings? How long you will keep on undermining yourself by a simple reason that you think too much and think to destroy yourself? When Guru Nanak said one first line he spoke, Soche sochna hove je soche likhwa. Don't keep on thinking 100,000 times will not do a thing. It's a waste of time. I was asking somebody, I said, what is your disease? He said, I have a telephobia. I said, Jesus Christ, what is telephobia? What is this new disease? He said, sir, I have a telephobia. I said, not heard of? You made it up. He said, no, I have telephobia. I said, what is telephobia? I mean, you are afraid of some television or something? He said, no, I am afraid to leave a television. I said, what do you do? I said, I've got a little television, I go everywhere, I keep it all the time on. I said, what is this attachment? He said, that's why I'm calling you. I don't know. This is what they say. Moment I switch off the television, something goes wrong. I feel terrible, I feel miserable, I think something is taken away from me. I said, that's a glass, that's a tube, that's nothing. He said, oh, whatever it is. It takes me to 40 places and tells me everything. I like it. Do you sleep? I said, right there in the chair. Do you wake up? In the chair. Do you eat? Right in the chair. I said, do you care for yourself? He said, in the chair. I care. I watch television. Can you believe, folks? If he has to go anywhere, he has a small television which he puts on the side of the hand and straps it. How you like that? I have seen a boy likes a boy, or a girl likes a boy, or girl likes a girl, or man likes God, and God likes devil, and devil likes heavens. God knows all this relationship, but I never knew man has such a professional relationship with television. And he's phobic that if he leaves it, heavens will fall apart. Can you believe the new diseases we are developing? I cracked up later. Why? Because I know the age will bring in the emptiness in us. We'll be tremendously tortured by our own emptiness. Hey, come here. Why do you ask help? Hurry up. Where are you going now? To blow your nose? Oh, it's water here. Hey. Hey, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Water is here. Your wife of Mukhya Singh Sahib, he should be here to help you. Come on. Sorry. May I help you in your loneliness? You wanted attention, I gave to you. Come on. Hurry up. It's very technical bottle. It has to be done this way. See, it has whole technology to it. Pull it up. And then pour it in your mouth. Don't disinfect with your germs. See? That's what it goes like that. They will boil it, don't worry. This is Gurtirath Kaur, Dr. Gurtirath Kaur, presently coughing in a style. Now put that pill in mouth. Have you got it? But that's it. Don't drink too much water. Give it back. That's enough. Yeah. Back to normal. I just wanted to let them see you. That's why I booked you up. Anyway, and you just do it. It'll be fine. You have to understand in this life, you have a body, 5 tattvas, 12 stars forces work on it, plus your own electromagnetic field, plus your vitality, plus your food, plus your environment, circumstances. But one thing you have out of all, para energy, pranic energy, which comes to you. And that is life. Not you and your environments. Paramatma means God, you can have it too. I never knew why I used to have that thing that always where I go, there are couples around me. They're good. Understand life is a gift. The only gift you got. And life has 3 things. Your conscience, you can dream, you can sleep, and you can have ecstasy. Jagrat, Supan, Sukupat, Turiya. Atam, Pupat, Kiye, Puriya. You can be awake, you can dream, you can sleepingly sleep, awakingly sleep, and you can absolutely go into ecstasy of infinity. But if you do not relate to infinity, your finite will become harsh on you. Die you must, but without impact, dying is uselessness. You shall not create any impact. It's correct. You all want to have an impact, but you do not deserve it, you desire it. We have to stop desiring and start deserving. And you can deserve and learn to deserve if you observe the law of nature. You all know not to drive fast. You all know not to go through the red light. You all know not to go red light area even. Forget about red light area. Red light, traffic red light area is prohibited to you. Because it will give you all the aid you need. Sooner or later, is that the way to die? Yes, it is. And it is the wrong significance that AIDS is a sexual disease. No, sir. If you go in a water tub where temperature is not boiling hot, and you sit in a tub where somebody with AIDS has been there, you'll get it. It's a membrane disease. It does not need puncturing. It's a lie. When you sexually have a penis in the vagina, which is the operation place? Tell me. What you inject with? Female organ and a male organ do not bust out. Skin doesn't break. Does it? Does it break? What is this lie they are telling about? You kiss a man with it, you will get it. It is in the membrane. Mucous membrane, they call it. It's a disease of the mucous membrane. Anybody can get it. Nobody is free. Don't live this lie. Oh, he has intercourse. Oh, he is this, he is that. It's not true, folks. Tell me, if you are a gay and you have a relationship in the back and the front, right? 10 pounds of that stool of yours comes out of that hole, and which is the injury which you think happens that you get the AIDS? Between male and female, I have known people, just one first intercourse and that's it. Don't you see? They are lying day and night to us. They're talking about syringes and needles and skin break, and this all troublesome light. Go in Africa, the whole Africa is full with AIDS. Now they are saying, well, this is a variety of the AIDS. Now there are many varieties of the AIDS. God is sending the aid to the mankind to wake up. Otherwise, those Bible 2 towns, what they call them? No, those 2 towns in the Bible. Los Angeles and San Francisco. What is the difference? I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference. Tell me, what is the guilt headquarters of the world? Rome. True. And what is the international headquarters of paranoia?
New York. Israel.
Israel. And tell me, which is the international headquarters of insensitivity? New York. And tell me where you know and you still know nothing. Paris. Which is the biggest center of touch me not?
London.
No. Oslo. Norway. What is the biggest place in the world? Welcome but. Sweden. Doesn't matter. Denmark. Which is the biggest center in the country in the world? We fight, you win. Germany. These are longitude, latitude, psychomagnetic fields of the mental capacities under which a nation is bound down. These are packets. Which is the center of obnoxiousness? London. Don't you know? Most obnoxious people on the planet. British obnoxiousness, you have not heard of it? That's why they learned to exist through diplomacy. You will never feel more arrogant than a Muslim, and you will never feel absolutely touch me not than a Christian, and you will ever never seen a living doubtful than a Jew, and you will never understood talk more and do nothing than a Hindu. And what you have, all is yours, Buddhist. And everything is wonderful but a Sikh. Balance it out, thou. Don't ask a question. Shinto. Anything left? These are the national, international, longitude, latitude vibrations of the nation's headquarters. You must understand, earth is not what you see earth is. 7 plates are 7 plates. They move. And the psyche moves. There are big arteries of energy which makes people alive and governs and deal with their nature. The place where you are in is the Aztec Indians' place. Beyond many, many years. The place your Guru Ramdas Puri is the place where they gathered every year to worship. Then you know everything else is a reserve forest. That's the only one place which was private because it was their temple. It couldn't be usurped. We never came to this place because we wanted to. It was a question where to go. Entire New Mexico was clouded except this house. There was a breakthrough in the sky, and this was the only lighted area. When they asked this lady, she said, yes, I'll sell it. I need $5,000 cash. Nothing else. Will do. Next day we bought it. You think a person did it? Or persons did it? Or people did it? No. It's God and His will which prevails through all of us. We are like a mala, like a rosary, like beads, and there's one string of the prana and the destiny which comes through. People who live by the fate hand, they leave. People who do not join you, they are not supposed to. People who come, they are supposed to. The unknown invites and exit as he pleases. What God does happens. What happens, God does. All we do is to keep on interpreting how it happened, why it happened, what is the reason, what is the logic, what is the argument. There's argument, there's no argument. It's very funny. The Grand Vizier told the king, he said, yes, your elder son deserves to be the next king. You are very old. But you have asked my opinion. I think you should put on the throne your younger son. He said, well, who you trained better? He said, I trained both equal. Why? He said, the weight of this throne is so heavy, and the crown you wear, king, how old you are, king, do you know? He said, I'm 94. He said, still you go to the court and wear this crown of gold and jewels. He said, what is wrong with that? I have worn it for all those years. I was 20 when my father died. I'm wearing from last 20 years. Old. He said, wow, some 70-some years, 60-some years, something. He said, whatever those years are, I can still wear it. He said, I agree with you. Call your both sons and put them each one on a throne for 1 hour with this crown. And you will find the reason. So first the elder came, he sat him up, he put him on the throne and put the crown, and after half an hour he went berserk. He started crying, he was hurting, his neck was getting like a pygmy. So they took him off. He took the younger, he sat down, and he put the throne on him. He was bright, he was smiling. 4 hours later, he was still smiling. And Grand Vizier said, my lord, my king, have you heard? You are giving this throne and this crown to the man who cannot even handle it. And mind you, remember this word, king said, I thought I was God. I have realized I am not. I cannot give to the undeserving. I cannot give to the desiring. People who desire, they become undeserving. This is the two sides of the coin. I cannot change it. It is how it is. It's a simple knowledge which you should know. They won't tell you. It's not in books. God cannot produce another God. God always produced two, positive and negative, destiny and fate, desiring and deserving. 99.9% 00 are desiring. 0.000000001% is deserving. But how much it takes to become deserving? Just be so. It takes one line. Thou shalt give me what thou think, imagine, say, I deserve. Our simple prayer, thou make me deserving from desiring. Thou make me deserving than desiring. I'm sick and tired of desiring. What? करता तेरे सब कुछ है, जिस दे में सो पावे. In your house, all is. But that will get whom you give. Sada sif salah teri, naam man vasave. Those who praises, thou. What is thou? Thou is all. You can't praise one person and put down another. If you look at your balance sheet, you are negative. Ninda, pali kisi ki nahi. Slandering somebody for good reason is no good. Murkh mugdh karan. Foolish and idiots do it. Praise God, because God is in everybody. God is in your enemy. Having a good enemy is an asset. You know, we always have 3 HO and 3 HO outposts, don't we? That day I was in flea market, somebody met me. Yogi ji Satnam. I said, oh my God. I think I recognize your features, but I don't remember you. I was first to go with you to India. I said, wow. But we split to Goa. I said, oh, that's nice. See, you went with me, all right. But you split. Many walked with me, all right. They were innocent. But they split. When something splits from the route, nobody knows where it goes. It's not that we are important. It's not that we are great. It's not that we have to proselytize our image. No. Out of 20 million people revolting in the earth at that time in the 60s, the age of the flower children, we are the net one solid outcome, cream of the Woodstock nation. Take it or leave it. History is there. Once there was a magazine, national magazine, it wrote the great personalities of the 60, what they are doing. And I showed them in 3 pieces and tie, everybody is working in one corporation or the other. Look at anybody not. Look at Baba Ram Das. Look at him. Even a man of his caliber disappeared. I can't understand. And I can't understand how people change their names. Different names, like seasons. I was talking to somebody in India, I said, Bhagwan Rajneesh. He said, no, Osu. Osu. I said, what do you mean? Huh? Osha. Oh, that's the Buddhist monk name. Everybody is the reincarnation. We got this human life to get rid of reincarnation. Now look at this nonsense. I want to reincarnate as what? As God? Can you believe how much work God has? The guy doesn't know breathing place. Who wants to be a God? Ask those who are fathers. Compare yourself to a child. Child pees and poops and messes up everything. It's fine. Father just does not take off shoes properly. Everybody says, what? These guys are funny. I have lived in the spiritual world. I have never seen such a neurotic nonsense in the world. I am an incarnation. Incarnation was, I'm Jesus Christ. Well, then what? Well, then go on the cross. Stay there. What are you doing here in Espanola? One guy met me in Calgary. He said, I am Guru Nanak. I said, wow. Fantastic. I said, you are a real Guru Nanak. And now, in Israel, the place called Jerusalem, right? There's a full hospital of Moses and Jesuses and Marys and I don't know, I have not heard yet there is a Guru Nanak in that hospital, not maybe sooner or later we'll find some. It's a mockery. Nobody wants to be human. Nobody wants to be human. It's amazing. It's an enlightened mammal, human. Nobody wants to be human. Isn't it amazing? Everybody wants to be somebody. Somebody was said, are you the incarnation of so-and-so? I said, forget it, don't lay this trap. Why? I said, if you tell me I'm incarnation of so-and-so, I love popcorn and I can't eat it because it is below status. I love nachos, I can't take it. I go to the movies, I can't go because if I'm a God, how can I go and see movies? Tell me. Is it shame to buy a ticket being a God and go to see a movie? Bad idea. God created green chilies and nachos. How can a God eat it? Huh? And why to buy it on the stand? Same fight I had with this guy, this Satya Sai Baba. I went to meet him. And everything was fine and we were very happy. There was nothing bad. So he started creating this, gave one body diamond ring and this, gave me a picture of Guru Nanak in enamel and gold. I tell you, I should have taken it. I mean, now I regret it, but it was pretty. Really, forget it. It was this big and, you know. And I said, I'm sorry, I can't take it. He said, why? I think I was naive. I should have taken it, thanked him, walked away. But something else stopped me. He said, I said, I can't take it. He said, why, Yogi? Gee, you can't. You are Yogi Baba, you can't take it. I'm giving to you out of love and name of God. I said, the question is, God has to give me. And they call you God. That's true. But God can give anything. If you give me a pound of diamond, I can understand. But this Guru Nanak stuff I already have. I know Guru Nanak. I don't need Guru Nanak. So I can't take it. He said, no, there's other reason. I said, yeah. Matter cannot be destroyed. It can be only changed to energy. There are two things in the world, energy and matter, and it's self. Is by itself. Thapya na jaya kirtan hoye. Ape aap narinja soye. So I said, where it has come, it has made an empty in itself somewhere. He said, how you know? Oh, wow, I loved it. I got the guard by the just left hand. Right hand was not even needed. I said, 7 o'clock this morning, you took a gillette blade and you shaved your beard. Is true? He said, yes. I said, why don't you say, gilly gilly go? Why God has to shave his beard when he doesn't like it? Don't let it grow. I said, you got a point. I said, no. I'm not making a point. I'm just telling you I can't have it. Because I can't have Guru Nanak on enamel. I have the real. You could have given me anything else, I would have accepted. Because then I'm fronting real God who gave me real Guru Nanak. I can't take it. Can I give you something else? I say, it's too late. You have already given my friend a lot of stuff. We are fine. God, give me not anything but yourself. Whatever you give me is duty. If you want to give me in beauty, give yourself to me. That's the humble prayer of a yogi. If you want to desire, desire infinity. But you don't have even to desire if you deserve it. And it's easy to deserve than desire. Let it be. To be, not to be, is not the question for the age of Aquarius. It is just let it be. Pale bure hum tare, Prabhuji, pale bure. Bad and good we belong to thee, O Lord. And there's no reason. And I'll take you with me to a land of far remoteness which you desire but can't reach. Please put your both hands like lotus. Just now watch this very simple electromagnetic psyche reversal. It has 3 actions in it. You see this? The communication finger, the pinky and the base and the id must meet. Other fingers create a lotus. Accurate? Do you see me correct? Okay? And this is what you have to do. No, I have to change. Okay, now you can understand me well, right? See me okay? He's going to play the tape, Hami Hum Brahm Hum. We are we, therefore we are God. And this is your lotus. And you will close your eyes and you will imagine this lotus hypnotically is moving and is back, is moving and back. Don't stretch more than you can, not. Just moving in that facility. In a lower move, they call it. Lower, you take a baby, you lower him like this. You understand? You will move like this, back, this. And it is that mantra. You have to do it in one chant, Hami Hum Brahm Hum 16 times. It'll be just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he's going to say, Hami Hum Brahm Hum. So you have to have a speed. You build this speed, adjust the harmony, be there, you will have a fun of the day. All right. Set up the posture, please. No doubt. Be in posture. Set the lane, set the movement, and set the speed. And close your eyes and you are at your own. And chant with it. You have to move 16 times within those words. Stop it. They don't know. They need a teacher. You know? It takes 16 jerks. That's it, you jerks. You are trying to do like this, You'll take whole life. How can that adjust? That's what you don't know how to change gears. Come on now. 16 movement, vibratory self of that cell will do you great good. Close your eyes now. Playboy. Watch me. Both hands move with automatic. This automatic is set on 16 times. Faster you will catch up. You need the Kundalini strength. It will come to you if you just get to it. It will vibrate your whole body. Singing with upper palate and tongue, create a relationship. Keep the shape of the lotus right. Sit straight, harden the spine, move it with power, you will enjoy it. Faster, you are meeting too long. Fast. Shakti, Shakti, power, use the power. Physical power to entertain ecstasy. You have 2 more minutes. Do your best to achieve something you want to. Otherwise, you have to do it at home. Wow, voila, hurry up. get into a total input of your body, mind and soul. Get to the second stage. Your voice will vibrate. You are reaching a good stage. Keep going. Bring your nerves the best of you. Play the hardball. Play the hardball. You are losing the grip. Back up. Inhale. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold. Let it go. Relax. You talk of something, you put this tape on, put this posture, go 16 times per moment for 31 minutes. You will become God. But please, when you do it alone, have some few people with you. If your nervous system is not right and there's a lot of garbage in you, you may try to do it right and it may end up right. But in between, you need a watchdog. And some best friend can do it. Practice it. I've taught you many things. This I teach you for homework. Find it out yourself. Is there really a difference between you and God? If you find the answer, let me know. If the answer is there is a difference, you are not doing it. The day you will do it, there will be no difference whatsoever. Simple Kriya. It is called Madhavni. These are the series I'm going to teach you of Madhavni. This is one of it. थाल विच तिन वस्तु पइयो, सत संतोख विचारो, अमृत नाम ठाकुर का पायो, जिसका सब सदारो, जे को खावे जे को पूछे तिसका है आधारो, ए वस तजी न जाए निक रख धारो. बोलो. Well, I caught you.
अमृत नाम ठाकुर का पेयो, जिसका सब सतारो, जे को कावे जे को पूछे तिसका होए उतारो, ए वस्त जी न जाए नित नित रख उतारो, धन संसार न ਤਰੀਏ ਸਭ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਭ
Again wrong. Again speak it till you correct it.
ਕਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਇਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਤਾ ਗੁਰ ਕਾ ਪਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸਤਾਰੋ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਕਾਵੇ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਪੁੱਛੇ ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਏ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਇਹ ਵਸਤ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਾਏ ਨਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਰਖ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਗ ਤਰੀਏ ਸਭ ਨਾਨਕ
Brahm pasaro. That's correct. You should learn Gurbani sutra by sutra. Madhavni Malla, Panjwa.
ਨਾਵੀ ਮਾਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ ਤਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਇਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ
Oh, come down. This is planet Earth. Here we are.
ਨਾਵੀ
You
ਮਾਲਾ
know,
ਪੰਜਵਾ ਤਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਇਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ
ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕਰ ਕਾ ਪਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸੰਧਾਰੋ ਜੇ ਕੋ ਖਾਵੇ ਜੇ ਕੋ ਪੂਛੇ ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਏ ਅਧਾਰੋ ਇਹ ਵਸਤ ਜੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ ਨਿਤਰ ਰਖ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਗ ਤਰੀਏ ਨਾਨਕ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਸਾਰੋ Tam means burning. In the burning word, by the lotus feet of the Master, we can go across. Madhavni Mahalla Panjwa. ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕਰ ਕਾ Hey, navel, get to where Gurbani belongs. Don't try to bakery.
ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ
ਮਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕਰ ਕਾ ਪਾਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸੰਦਾਰੋ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਖਾਏ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਪੂਜੇ ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਏ ਆਧਾਰ ਇਹ ਵਸਤ ਜੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ
ਨਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਰਖ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਗ ਤਰੀਏ ਸਭ ਨਾਨਕ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਸਾਰੋ
Now speak it from the navel again. You messed twice.
ਮੰਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ
Pull the navel in. Huh.
ਮੰਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਤਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਇਆ
We are going to sit whole night till you finish it. You better make some sense to me. All prasadas you eat. I am double your age. ਮਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ Hey, look at this. It automatically goes up. You have to pull the navel in. Again. ਮਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕਰ ਕਾ ਪਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸੰਧਾਰੋ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਖਾਵੇ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਪੂਛੇ ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਏ ਆਧਾਰੋ ਇਹ ਵਸਤ ਜੀ ਨ ਜਾਏ ਨਿਤਰ ਰਾਖਰਦਾਰੋ ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਗ ਤਰੀਏ ਸਭ ਨਾਨਕ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਪਸਾਰੋ How can you do it looking in my eyes and not otherwise? Yeah, the breath of life goes up and the breath of the word you don't have to take. You can live without it. ਮਦਾਵਨੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ ਥਾਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਤਿੰਨ ਵਸਤੂ ਪਈਓ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਨਾਮ ਠਾਕਰ ਕਾ ਪਇਓ ਜਿਸ ਕਾ ਸਭ ਸਦਾਰੋ ਜੇ ਕੋ
ਖਾਵੇ ਜੇ ਕੋ ਪੁੰਛੇ ਤਿਸ ਕਾ ਹੋਏ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਇਹ ਵਸਤ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਾਏ ਨਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਰਖ ਉਤਾਰੋ ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ
ਚਰਨ ਲਗਤ Don't you understand my voice change? Gurbani you sing with prana, not with the ear. Tam sanchar charan lag tariye Tam sansar charan lag tariye Sab nanak brahm pasaro. Get to the penetrating voice against which there is no defense. Tam sansar charan lag tariye
ਤਮ ਸੰਸਾਰ
ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਤੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਕੀਤੋਈ ਮੈਂ ਨਿਰਗੁਣ ਹਾਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪੇ ਤਰਸ ਪਿਓਈ ਤਰਸ ਪਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਰਾਮਤ ਹੋਈ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਮਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਜੀਵਾਂ ਤਨ ਮਨ ਥੀਵੇ. Learn to recite Gurbani by your recitation. It's called Talawat. Quran is not effective until it's not in Talawat. Gurbani has to have another in it. It has to come from the inner. It's not. It can't be bakery. Can't be can't be here there. All other chakras are not for it. Ekankar Satnam Karta Purukh Nirbhav Nirvair Aka God Murat Juni Sabang Gurpursa. How does it look? Does it sound right? Ekankar Satnam Karta Purukh Nirbhav Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saibang Gurprasad Jap. All the such jugad, such heavy, such nanak hosi. Not. You have whole time here. You are the ability of the Sangat, at least you should perfect Sri Guru Granth speaking so everybody can be blessed and their children can be saints. That's your job. What is your name? So your life should be like a Guru, right? You should live like Guru's words. No, personal Gurus are not there, but you know what I mean? Everything is Sat Bhajan. When are you going to do it though? Sat Bhajan is all right. Sat Bhajan is Sat Bhajan. Huh? अभ्यास कर ना भाई, अभ्यास कर. रखे रखन हाना पुवारियन गुर की पैनी पाए काशवारियन हो आप दयाल मनो नवसारियन सात जना के संग पहुंचल तारियन साकत निंदक दस्त खिनवाए बदारियन तिस साहिब की टेक नानक मने मां जित समरस कोय
सकले दुख जाय.
Bring that rasa. Simro, simar, simar, sukh pao, pao. It will come to three psyche. Otherwise you have to sing it with the music, with the proper raga and whole thing. So? Simro, simar, simar, sukh pao.
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 Breath of life, not sing, Karan, not with the air, it will create very gross sound. आत्मा परमात्मा सब ब्रह्म तीने राख लियो अपने दे हाथ हम तय पदीने साचो तू निरंकार साच तेरा है पसारा रूप रंग और देखे तू सर्जनहार. You have to go into that ecstasy of sound and it's come from the another. मेरा मुझ में कुछ नहीं जो कुछ है सो तेरो राम तेरा तुझको सौंपया क्या लाख में. Huh? You have to change your voice. Practice it. See the voice of Naranjan? Huh? When she sings? Huh? Yeah. That's not a human voice. Humans don't speak like that. Put her tape, kiddo. Siri Ved Vedai, any tape of her, doesn't matter. Where she speaks lot of Palepure Ham Tare, there are so many. I gave her a song today too. God, it was beautiful. It came through pouring. Please sing in her voice. Copy the sound, doesn't matter word you know or not. If you can copy this sound, her every tape is in Anhad. It is between 3.1 to 3.4 and a half sometime. Is a sound of infinity. If you just copy it with these tapes by singing this sound, your words will penetrate anything. It will have what you are saying to have. Other person will totally understand it. Majority of time when you speak, it doesn't affect at all. Because everybody has a shield. Radiant shield reflects back. That's why you talk hours and hours and hours, result is zero. Nursing, Harsing, can you put that tape? Watch this. These are tape which are sublimium tapes. Their penetration is unbearably true. see, you don't have to hustle in life to get the spirit back to you. It's a very modern word. It's made of the electronics. It's not the age of the ape. It's the age of the tape. And I like to bet with you. Get up early in the morning sometime in your own or the evening, whatever time you choose. Take one tape and totally become one. Mergingly speak that sound. In a week's time, if it is nothing you can understand, call me, collect. You'll get my security. Try it. I want you to do this because on the 11th November, we are living 1 year of the age of Aquarius. And from now onward, there will be emptiness, there will be shadow, there will be things which you don't want to even relate to, and nobody will know why. So, I think it's a preparation of the sound balance. It's your Tao. We hope to meet on Tuesday, is that true? And how many of you going tomorrow with me to that breakfast? Saddam, you're not doing?
I have a prior engagement, sir.
Oh. You don't want to meet that lady? Oh, President Clinton, they said, these days. Mm-hmm. DFA, huh? It's not that whose party is going, it's not something very important for anybody. But we who live in New Mexico, we cannot afford that the herbs which grow in the fields of ours are going to be non-descriptive. Do you understand what that means? You cannot legally say this herb can do what. And this is you are versus AMA, American Medical Association, a body which can spend millions of dollars on anything they choose. I know these days it's a recession and $50 is a big thing. But I'd like to let you know one thing. This is the time to be. And this, our Bill Richardson, our congressman for District 3, he came yesterday, I think, isn't it true? 4 o'clock. And he wants you to really, when Clinton comes, his chief financial officer is coming. And we have a lot of hope in a central statement that if White House changes from Black House to White House, no reference to the black community, but from the dark house it becomes the lighthouse, and we'll have our way. And this is the time that somebody and everybody, and anybody who has a body should wake up to the fact. So we have to very intensively lobby it, and it has to be done sooner or later. Congressman Big Richardson is going to put a bill in to countermeasure it, and that will give us off this Congress session. And it's a lobby interest which is working very hard against it. His hope is that if Clinton becomes the president, if worst comes to worst, he'll veto it. And that's sure. So please, if you have some possibility to slip into this, it will be a help to the cause. I have asked Seva to you to call on all the veggie community. There are two communities in the world, RM and VG. That's it. Rest is all a hocus pocus. VG is very good. And RM is red mad. Run mad they call it. One is red meat, another is vegetarians. And our American trend, in spite of all the opposition and whole lobby and everything, is going to the VG type. Because we want to live light, bright and beautiful. They all come through in one single thing. And in our Sikh Dharma, Guru Ka Langar is VG. Langar means anchor, by the way. What do you call anchor in English? In our language we call it langar. And it's VG. It is the anchor of our whole faith belief that we should live well, healthy, light. May the long time all love. And by the way, the pure light, if surrounds you, guide your way home and Satnam, and God bless you and peace be with you. And those who worked on those three statues, for which we want absolute PR to be done, and we want to call on everything, and we are looking to that big barrel gun of mine. You know what I'm referring to. She showed up today. Are you there? Hello. I want to see you. Good. Do everything in your power and thing that those statues become the landmark of the United States on Highway 106. And the mess especially, we had to forget about everything else. The rest is just too good at that. And if you go to Avakarki, and there is a mile in which there is a sleeping yogini of the state of New Mexico, I want the photo and I want to publish the cards when I send my New Year greetings. I found her, she's beautiful. It's 2 ranges of mountain. And I can tell you, you can go in a car and take this Hari Jeevan with a camera and get the proper photo. It's definitely a 1 mile range in which is perfect. Then it switches many phases, okay? Get on those 2 projects, we had it.
Your birthday party made it to the sermon at the chapel across from McCurdy. The boys are going to McCurdy, and they said the preacher was preaching the weekly sermon, and at the end he started talking about parties or something, and then he said, and by the way, I went to the best party there ever was in this community.
I must say, we do have to give a very clapping hand to Surya and all of you. She pioneered and you came through. And next year, this party, we are going to call it, where the Democrat and Republican and people and angels of New Mexico meet to celebrate our birthdays. And we're going to invite everybody, and we're going to have fun. And we're going to make programs so sincere. And we're going to send it out, all the booths and everything, with the invitation, so people know what they are missing. Just that old Christian guilt. If you miss, you'll be dead to the hilt. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Good night.
I want to remind you about Gurmitta Kar's 120th day on Saturday night. Gurtarat Singh and I will be serving dessert after the langar